I've had a few days to digest the current offers, and after seeing 300 one-of-one ring videos today, I figured I would get my thoughts out there on all of this, specifically the offers about Dave and Adams. This video is semi-scripted, so I really hope that the big YouTube channel sends me my award in the mail for doing adequate work in his eyes. The Dave and Adams offer, the offer that's bigger than all the rest, the offer to put all other public offers to shame, the big 1 million. Now, Rudy commented on this on one of his recent videos, and I do think that he is very cryptic sometimes, which is extremely funny, but it's also hard to decipher.
In every store and every famous person, and everybody's got this huge contest going on who has the biggest washer and dryer.
Yes, everyone is comparing their washer and dryer, but it's a little bit more than that. So the offers in general, which this makes sense, everyone is trying to get through their product first, right? That's the whole idea, is like, if I can get through my product as quickly as possible, then I don't have any inventory sitting and I'm able to put that money towards something else and continue growing the business, continue making money. When product sits, it becomes toxic, and now you have to sometimes, sell it to take a loss, or it just sits forever and it's just like dead inventory, whatever. There's some products like that, looking back to like Gate Crash, that kind of thing. Someone like Rudy, who typically, he's selling collector boxes to patrons, he might be in a situation where, I don't care about the ring. I don't want anything to do with the ring. The ring to me is just whatever. It's just a way to get people in. That's kind of like his attitude toward it. I'm sure he's not going to be upset if he finds the ring. No one's going to be upset to find a bunch of money. But in his situation, it just doesn't really make sense for him. And he's not putting a big public offer out there. It's just not on his radar. It's not something that he wants to do. So the people that do want that experience, the people that do want to, get the ring and sell it to somebody, to a public offer, to somebody that wants to buy it so that they can have a big payday, get their lotto going, they are going to gravitate toward Dave and Adams. And then what's going to happen is, because Dave and Adams is the $1 million offer, they're going to jump down to the next offer. If Dave and Adams product, if they don't find the ring there, then they're going to go to the next product. And the next product, or the next offer. The next offer is going to be $500K. If they don't find it there, they're going to go to the next $500K offer. So people who want the ring and plan to sell it are incentivized to go elsewhere other than where they would normally go, because they're like, oh, well, here, if I find it, I have the option of selling it for a whopping $1 million if I find it. So over the last few days, this has all come to a head. I've seen some offers, and again, everybody's putting a video out there talking about this, so I wanted to get all of my updated thoughts out about the ring. Each offer, remember, exists to draw people in so that they can get through the product. I want you to think about it like this. Most of these stores do not expect to find it. They know that they won't find it. They're almost certain they're not going to find the ring. Keep that in mind. So when Dave and Adams puts out the $1 million offer, there's some different scenarios that we need to think about. They are putting out a $1 million offer, and it's a public offer. And that word is very important, public. There's a couple different ways that things can go at Dave and Adams, so let's go through those different scenarios. And remember, in each of these scenarios, in the back of their mind, they know that they won't find it. Statistically, they should not find it. So in the first scenario, Dave and Adams sell all of their product, no one finds it, and this is the most likely scenario. Based on what's going to happen, there's going to be hive mind. People are going to be like, oh, we got to go there. That's where the big offer is. Now, in this scenario, again, the most likely scenario, in my opinion, they have no inventory left, which is a win, and they don't pay out the $1 million, which is also a win. In the next scenario, Dave and Adams find the card, and they buy the card for $1 million from a seller who opens it and wants to take the offer. Dave and Adams buy the card, and they plan to flip it into FOMO. Remember, Dave and Adams have an expiration on when the bounty for the card ends. This $1 million public offer, we don't know what people are willing to pay, okay? We don't know about the private offers, okay? So Dave and Adams in this situation, they could be like, well, we're buying it for $1 million, and we're pretty sure that we can sell it to somebody for like 1.2, 1.5. It might even go graded, might get graded, and then what's going to end up happening is it's going to be a bidding war. They're going to send it off to, a big popular auction site that we're not going to say on here, and then at a big popular auction site, it ends up going for $2 million. And then after tax, Dave and Adams, after paying out the $1 million, after selling all their inventory, they're able to make even more money off the card. Now, in this last scenario, Dave and Adams find the card, and the person who opens it does not want to sell it. They want to keep it because A, they want it, or B, they believe, like Dave and Adams, that they can do better. They'll get it graded. They'll take it somewhere else. They'll seek private offers. Dave and Adams, they don't pay out the $1 million in this scenario, so Dave and Adams is fine. They sold a bunch of inventory, and they're not paying out the $1 million. And keep in mind, there's a whole bunch of other serialized cards, serialized the one rings that aren't this one ring, the one of one, that you can go to, and you're like, well, there's other serialized stuff I can chase. There's a bunch of good commander cards that I'm not even talking about in this video. But now we're essentially in this situation where people who want the $1 million guaranteed if they pull it, they are naturally going to go to the stores that have the big public offers. People that don't want to go through the rigmarole of like, I need to find somebody who wants to buy this for this. I need to get it graded. I need to seek people out. I need to keep in mind that I'm going to have to take fees. I'm going to have to like figure out, like a whole bunch of different stuff versus just sell it to the people offering $1 million. Then, like I said earlier, if it isn't found at Dave and Adams at the $1 million bounty, then people are going to go to like Cash Cards Unlimited, where Cassius Marsh was saying, I'm offering $500K on it. He upped his offer from 150 to 500. Because keep this in mind as well. The price of the product, it's not going to change based on what offer you're going to. It's not like if you go to Dave and Adams, you're in the $1 million jackpot, so you're paying $80 for a pack or $60 for a pack. And then at Cash Cards Unlimited, you're in the $500K jackpot, where if you find it, it's like $500K, so you're only paying $30 a pack. The pack price is not going to fluctuate much. So it's like the offer itself, you can't charge more for the packs based on the offer. People are just going to go to where the bigger offer is if they're interested in that big public offer. And all the while this is happening after the product comes out, the FOMO is waning. I don't know how much the FOMO will wane, but it will dwindle. I do believe that, as the flavor of the week, each product that comes out at MTG, no matter what the product is, as soon as we see the spoilers, as soon as the product is sold, we are on to the next one and on to the next one. And there will be some big gimmick that comes up in the next big product. The Lord of the Rings thing, you might be like, Jake, you're a fool. You're like, nah, dude, you're an absolute idiot if you think the FOMO is going to wane. People are going to keep hunting for it. Yeah, some people will, but a lot of people will move on because that's what happens in MTG. We've seen it with all the serialized stuff in the past, all of the big products, every single textured foil that comes out, and everybody's like salivating over it. We all move on. So this is what I believe. I believe that it won't be found at Dave and Adams, and I also believe that Dave and Adams will sell all of their inventory while the hunt is going on. Now, if you are hunting and you don't want to sell it, then you in no way have to pay attention to any of the big offers. Now, if you are hunting it and you want to sell it and you believe that other private offers are going to be bigger, then you also don't have to pay attention to any of these public offers, because in that scenario, your goal is to just buy the packs at the cheapest possible price. Now, also keep in mind that this is the first time that Wizards of the Coast has done a one-of-one serialized card, and it is with a massive IP. And so the ring could be worth well more than $1 million. We know that it is at least worth $1 million to Dave and Adams if you find it during their box breaks. Now, we live in a time where rich people buy crazy shit. Okay, and in 10 years, this card could be nefarious, but in any instance, it's going to be a highly desirable, highly sought after item. It could be worth twice its price. It could stay the same price. We talked about this card as well, the LeBron James triple logo man. Now, I know this is a basketball card, but it sold for like $2.1 million. But it goes to show that rare, exclusive, truly exclusive, one-of-one stuff, highly collectible stuff. Think about it like art, like physical NFTs, like an art piece by Van Gogh, something like that. Van Gogh's never going to do that piece again. That only one of it exists. There might be others that are in its style, but it is the only piece that exists that is like that. And exclusive, actually rare things are highly desirable, and you don't know what people with money are willing to pay for those things. Now, if the ring does go to a big box store and it's a calculated thing, meaning that if Wizards of the Coast knows where the ring is and they know what product it is in and they know like that batch of product is going to go to either A, B, or C. We're going to flip a coin, but we know that those places are doing box breaks, and we want it to be a big public thing, then that is nefarious, and that sucks, and that's really sad. And I really hope that that isn't the case, but it is possible. Nothing on this channel is financial advice. This is just speculation. This is just us going through different scenarios. But hopefully this is a truly random thing. And if it is, then it means if you just want the ring and you're like, you know what, I know that I can I'm going to keep it or I'm going to sell it for more than any of these offers, then just buy the product for the cheapest possible price. Because in that scenario, if we're saying that nefarious, terrible scenario doesn't exist and everything is on the up and up, then what that means is that you should just be buying the cheapest possible price, because the chance of finding the card is the exact same no matter where you buy it. You don't have to buy it from Dave and Adams or Cash Cards Unlimited or whoever has the biggest possible offer out there, because if you don't care about it being a big public thing, and if you just want to take a chance and find it, then in theory, as microscopic, as molecular, as like truly like the tiniest, I'm pretty sure you have a better chance of getting struck by lightning 3 times on the same day while, flying from an eagle holding on to, its talons. You have a better chance of that happening than finding this ring. In that scenario, just buy the cheapest thing. So what does it mean for future products? Well, we talked about this in the last stream, but how long until each mythic in a set has its own one-of-one serialized variant with an alternate art piece? Say the new double masters set comes out, triple masters, quadruple 10x masters comes out, and it has 25 mythics in it, and every mythic in that set has a one-of-one serialized version that is different in art from all the other versions of it. There could be other serialized cards, but now it's like there's 25 or there's 15 to 25 serialized one-of-one cards that appear in this new set. Does this mean that every store is going to outbid each other on the bounty, on the public offer? They're all going to be like, well, if you come on over to me, we're buying them for 100K a piece. So come on over to us. We're going to take care of you. So people have to wait now. It's like, all right, well, all of the initial orders are going to go there because they have the highest offers, and I don't know. It just seems like kind of like a mucky kind of bidding war. Yeah, happy Friday. I wanted to get these thoughts out there. These are things that if you haven't thought about them, I'm sure that some of these thoughts are an amalgam of other things that you've heard. But I wanted to talk about all of these different kind of scenarios because it's been on my mind for a while. So happy Friday. Have a nice weekend. If in the coming weeks you are one of the people that are planning on chasing the one ring and gambling on it, then I truly wish all of you dirty degenerates the most luck, and I really do hope you pull well. Have a nice weekend. Talk to you soon.